Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are in my garage working on the Gravely and the Protero. Protero's got issues. I don't know if you can tell by the camera. Here, I'll move the camera a little bit. But this is kicked off to one side. That's because it seems like there's a piece missing. Right in here. I guess I should show you. I don't know if you can see this or not, but bolt hole there, there's a bolt hole down there. And this is just like a piece of, I don't know, like 16 gauge steel or something like that, or 14 gauge. And that's the only thing that's sitting on this deck, so it's kind of wearing its way in. On the front, the same thing. It looks like there should be something else there, and there's not. So what I have is two pieces of angle iron that I had sitting out here for the lights, which did not work. So I moved the lights out to a bracket, and it worked out very well except for one thing. Every time I had to pick up and drop the deck, this bent it up, so I had to go like that. So what I did is I just moved them out in the front, which anyway that's been following me along, them are not going to last, but we'll see. I'll probably break them off with something. So I know it's a small fix, but it's got to be done. Something's got to be done with this because this is throwing out grass here. There shouldn't be a big old gap there. Same thing as on the back side. So you have this big old gap here, and then there's a gap between the deck and this plate. So I got to believe there's something missing there. Something should be there because this is the only thing that it's sitting on, and it's wearing itself down. So, same thing here. There should not be a gap there. So, let's fix this. Okay, so if I was going to put the angle iron right here, it'll be off. It won't work. So what I did is I cut a chunk out there. I'll use this bolt hole and bolt that right on there. So what I'm going to do is bolt this on there. There's another hole for who knows what, but I'm just going to use that hole again, mark it out on the inside of this, and then cut the end of this off where I don't need it. So I'm using a 1/4 inch bolt, or 5/16 bolt I mean. I will have nylock nuts on it to hold everything in place, which should work out really well. Okay, I always like drilling a small pilot hole, and the drill bits I am using is a Milwaukee Cobalt. I've had pretty good luck with any brand that's named with the Cobalt on it. Whether it be Rigid, Milwaukee, DeWalt, whatever, doesn't matter. As long as it says Cobalt, I do pretty good with them. Okay, there's a little bit of gap right here, which I think I'm going to seal that up with this plate right here. So let's figure out where I'm going to cut this off first. About right there. I'll cut this off about right there. I should be able to weld that whole thing in there. And that'll work out really well. Maybe. We'll see. Look who stopped in to irritate me. Always.
Hello.
Always. What are you doing?
Grabbing my shovel.
Why are you doing what are you going to do with the shovel?
I'm going to go take a walk in my backyard.
And why are you taking a walk in the backyard?
I don't know. I got to see what's going on back there with my dogs.
So if you're taking a shovel into the backyard with your dogs and a bucket, gee, I wonder what she's doing.
No, I'm not going to take the bucket. I probably should, but I'm not going to.
Now that she's picking up after the dogs.
Yeah. Since we're getting like a foot of snow, see what I can come up with.
Pretty close. Okay, now it's tacked on there. Let's see if it'll fit where I want or if I got it all messed up. Well, I guess I should have seen if it would have fit under there first. Okay. Well, that's not going to work the way I want. So that means I got to cut that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yes, this is very warm yet. Looks like it'll bolt up pretty good. Try not to burn myself here. There we go. That should take care of that. Do one more hit. All that grass should not come through there or hit me on the side of the head anymore. Now this other side is going to be a little bit trickier. Because it's angled, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. It will fit underneath there, so I think if I don't know. If I just drill a hole in there, I think that'll be good. For the top part, and then the bottom part, I guess I'll just have to go at an angle. This one I'm going to mark out a little bit differently. Okay, same thing with this as the other one. I'm not going to curve it all the way around there, but okay, let's get this thing bolted up here. It turned out pretty decent. It's pretty close there. Close enough for me anyhow. I don't know if you can see any of that. Nope, the other way around. I already forgot what I was doing. Still work if I get the nut started. Yep, perfect. Okay, so now this is tilted up like this. There's a real easy fix for that. Straight enough for me. Nice. This should fit. It's going to be a tight fit, but it'll fit. The hard part is getting this pin through here. This isn't too bad. Not bad at all. There's safety pin through there, and that takes care of that. That actually is holding on there better than it ever has. It used to bump around quite a bit, but now it's pretty solid. So that took up a lot of gap and everything and straightened things up. So no longer any gaps up here. No longer any gaps up in the front. And nothing to be flying back at me anymore. Might be a little bit coming out right here, but that won't last very long. The grass will plug it all up. So what we have to do now is we have to put this belt back on. And some of you may have watched or followed me along. These belts do have a memory on them, and they're like a bias ply tire. And if you flip the direction on them after they've been wearing on there for a while, they have a tendency of snapping. Not all the time, but every now and then, or for me, all the time. So I marked it which way it went with a Sharpie there. I just put a couple different arrows on there so I got it going in the right direction. And then I always loosen this up to get this belt on. I just set it over there till I get this tightened up. And the belt is all on. And it's about as straight as it's ever going to get. Spent quite a bit of time last season there straightening it all out. So it's about as close as I'm going to get her for the belt wise for these pulleys and everything. Now I have this belt guard to put on. The difference. The way I got this belt guard now is I had it set up for where this was tilted. So now it is hitting the belt, which is not good. So I'm going to have to tweak something here. I did have a bracket here, but it just wasn't strong enough and it couldn't take the vibration. So that broke off. So I think I'm going to have to make another bracket. It's going to be for another day, because this is going to take a little bit of work here. I got to get this back up, and I got to get another piece of something on there. So I think I have it setting up a little bit. Maybe I can bend it some. Yeah. Anyhow, that's going to be another project, along with this belt guard. Here's the old belt guard. It's just broken. There ain't nothing holding it on together because it just, I banged into so many things with this thing because it sticks out there. So far. I keep hitting it right here. So I have to bring this back quite a ways and probably round this off. So pretty much going to be starting over from scratch. I'm going to bring this outside here closer in here. I don't need to have it out so far, and it's just going to be a long process to get this next belt guard on there.
Good afternoon, or evening.
Something like that, yes. And that project is done for now. And the next project's going to be coming up here probably next week. I don't know. We're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight, and then, what was it, 6 to 12 this weekend?
Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't think the weather forecasts are very accurate lately.
I'll take the 2 to 4, and then I'll take 3 to 5 for the weekend. That'd be fine for me, because that give me a chance to go out and plow twice this week. So that's kind of nice. Twice or 3 times this week? 3 times this week. So anyhow, we have 3.5 months of winter left, and we get sunshine a little bit here and there, but not a whole lot of it. So Vicki has a question for the day, question of the day, which you haven't seen in quite a while. Vicki, what is your question?
So my question today is, what do you do in the wintertime just to keep your attitude, I guess, in a good mood? Or
sanity.
Because, you know, we don't get much sun up here in the north. When we do, it's just for a short period in a day. we very rarely get the sun for a whole day. We might just get a few hours here and there, and sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. For the most part, if it's not 35 degrees, I don't go outside.
No, she does not.
Unless I really have to. There might be a time where I have to go out, but for the most part, I try not to go outside. I don't like to do shopping or go out to eat or anything like that, unless it's 35 degrees or warmer.
So being cooped up in a house and not really a whole lot to do, we get a little cranky here and there. Just because we can't do what we want to do like we do in the summertime. So that's going to be it for us for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified for when the next video is released.
So I hope you have a good evening, and we will see you next time. Peace.